I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Tuesday, August the 18th. Yesterday at Yankee Stadium, a victory over the Minnesota Twins as the Yankees try to keep pace, try to keep ahead of the Toronto Blue Jays after going to Toronto and taking 2 out of 3 over the weekend. So many layers to the Yankee game last night, including Brian Mitchell going down, a very strange walk-off by Chase Headley, but right in the middle, just like over the weekend, especially on Friday night with the big home run, was Carlos Beltran. When the Yankees signed Carlos Beltran a couple years ago to leave the St. Louis Cardinals, he was expected to come in, continue to hit, be a veteran switch-hitting presence in the middle of the order, and give the Yankees a nice bat for the last 3 years of his career as he tried to pad a Hall of Fame resume. Well, last year, it did not work out. Carlos Beltran, due to some injuries, some decline, was just awful in 2014. Fast forward to now, fast forward to what was April of this year, April of 2015. If you just watched the Yankees for a month and you watched Carlos Beltran in April, you would have said he was done. When April ended, Carlos Beltran was hitting 162. He looked to be done. He looked to be an awful investment by Brian Cashman and the Yankees front office. And really, because of the way we are as fans, we look at April and those stats are tough to recover from. If you hit 162 all of June and you hit well in April and May and July, it may get lost in the shuffle. But if you hit that way in April, those stats are difficult to recover from even if you rake the rest of the year, and that, folks, is what Beltran has been doing. As this pennant race continues, Carlos Beltran should be talked about just as much as Mark Teixeira, Alex Rodriguez, Brian McCann as major X factors in the Yankees against the Blue Jays and this race for the American League East. Since the end of April, since the start of play on May 1st, Carlos Beltran's slash line is 297, 362, 534. That is an 896 OPS. Only 10 hitters in baseball have a better OPS over the course of the full season. So really, since the end of April, he has hit like one of the top 10 or 15 hitters in all of baseball. It's just now with the big hits, you're starting to pay attention to what Beltran is doing. And if we know one thing about Carlos Beltran, he is one of the great clutch players and one of the great postseason players in the history of baseball. So if the Yankees, due partially to Beltran, get through this thing, get through August, through September and into October, that signing by the Yankees, that signing by Brian Cashman may look different because as Beltran rakes now and is a big reason why the Yankees are still in first place in the AL East, if they get to October, that's where he'll be worth his weight in gold. Carlos Beltran's having a really good year. We just don't know it or we haven't paid attention to it because April skewed our perspective off of what he was last year. He's back, he's healthy, he's hitting, and he's a major reason why the Yankees need to be taken seriously in the American League race for the pennant. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.